What's up, y'all? What's up? What's up? How is everybody doing today? We got King's Game as the map of the week this week. So with that in mind, I'm going to do a little dice farming here. So I don't know. I haven't done this too many times on Ruthless. I'm not really sure exactly what build is going to be the most effective. The using Warden defenses did performed really well, but there's some spiders that get stuck at the end of the wave. Map of the week in DD1 means double map rewards. So, like in this case, I'm gonna four-way split dice pets. So I'll get 8 dice pets per run. So it's a great way to farm map rewards if there's like specific map rewards that you're looking for. Not really sure exactly how to do this, but let's try it like this. We'll get some hermit goodies down, and then I'm going to focus mainly on warden defenses for this one. Go something like that. And then I think that's it. We'll just spam some clouds and some wisps. Not really sure how many clouds to go. Let's see. Well, we want clouds. And we want wisps. And we're going to want a mushroom, too. Do we do another one this way to help with the flyers? Why not? And then that leaves me 2, 3, 4, 5. Oop. I derped the placement. God dang it. Try this again. That leaves me 4D left over. I guess I could have thrown a 1 seed bomb in too. Do that next run, maybe. Yeah, this is the build I've used or something similar to this as this to clear it several times. But like I said, there is some spider issues at the end of this one. Grab a little of this mana here. And then what? We're going to want an upgrader. Get her some mana too to get things started. Right. And then what? We're going to want some Guardian boosters too. Throw you right there. Nice. Well, welcome there, Rat. Let's throw another Guardian booster there. Now I knocked that one inside a little bit. All right, now where do we want her shooting at? We get that light post in the way there. We do it like right there. Let me see where it's hitting. I guess that's not too bad. Just see if we can survive the first wave here. Try to get a few upgrades in here. I might have to tower boost. It's probably quite realistic, actually. But I'm going to drop as much as I can here before we get to that point. And lost one of my boosters. Let's just go ahead and start tower boosting it out since I lost a booster. Looks like we got a bunch of stuff upgraded anyway. Not everything, but we got some goodies upgraded. What up, Phantom? How you doing today? Good. Man, I was pretty stoked to see King's Game. The dice pet, I know it's not necessarily a super coveted item anymore, but it's just one of my favorite pets in the game. And I don't have a really good one quite yet. So wanting to get something a little bit better there. Yeah, see, and here's the spider issues. You see both sides of the map have a spider that's kind of stuck up there. See if I can get this chest. Nope, not going to be able to get it. God dang it. That chest had all the mana on it. What up, Kyle? Oh, yeah. Can never get enough. There, Phantom. Never get enough. Alright, so we just have the one more wave. I might as well keep her upgrading, though. And we'll just let the monk boost it out. Oh, saying that for the testing? Yeah, I just got the Twitch's CEO said that they're no longer going to be banning people for doing combined on stream chat. So I just got that going today. I got to get it dialed in a little bit more. Hoping to get a little of that streamer luck people always talk about that doesn't actually seem to exist. God, those wisps just go hard, huh? Oh crap, I forgot to move my... I guess I didn't need to have both boosters in. I forgot to move my booster that died back down. Just realized. Alright, come on now. Don't get caved in now. 4 seconds. It's a good build in wave pet. So like if you're starting a map and you need to build during the combat phase, say you know I'm looking for one for my adapt. So say you're wanting to build LTs or whatever mid wave, it's a good builder pet that'll still give you some builder stats and will allow you to build or collect mana. Let's see what we got. We can get rid of them. This is what I'm working on. I'm trying to replace that. So I got one with 500 across the board on the builder stats. So trying to get something better than it. Maybe save that one to look at later. The rest of those can go in the can. All right. So basically, we just want to keep spamming wave 23 to 25 to get those pets. I'm sure there's a strong build that's probably much faster to get slapped down. But I just don't know what it is. And I played around with a few different builds, and this just feels like it runs the smoothest for me. Oh, for sure. I mean, that is the dream, no doubt. shit. Screwed the placement of those up. Get this bad boy up all the way first. All right, now how did I do this? I went... Let's see, a mushroom. Then we go cloud. I put another cloud out that way. And then one that way. And then just wisps. Yeah, we got the 4 left over again. I forgot about the seed bomb. Yeah, world's slowest builder here. Good lord, huh? Let me see where that's shooting. Yeah, it's perfect. This post is always getting in the way. No, the dice drop at 25. So you only have to do wave 23 and 24, which is nice. So you can do a wave 23 start, and then when you get to 25, it gives them to you. Not super easy collecting mana on this map with these bouncing projectile weapons. I think a lot of the projectiles bounce off the map. Looks like we got a little bit of mana gathered up though. Got a few upgrades in anyway. Let's go ahead and tower boost it. I've done this map a pretty unhealthy amount of times on my main account. Wonder where that damage is coming from. Are they throwing from the bottom and it's going under that reflect beam maybe? I'm not even sure. Or maybe hitting the golem that's clearly sticking out. Grab what we can, throw a couple more upgrades in here. What is left? We got an ogre derping out over here. This map DSTs are so nice because you eliminate all that problem. Because the DSTs will shoot through the walls. Keep her upgrading again. Once I run this map a few times, it'll all go a lot smoother. I just need to get used to the build and where we're taking damage and everything. Yeah, I don't know. That was just always the name of my boosters. Not really sure why, but it's always been Boosty A, and then Boosty 2 and Boosty 3. Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's the Wisps in their full glory. Only 440 mobs. You'd think that would run quicker. See, it's normally ogres, or pardon me, it's normally spiders that are holding it all up. Looks like it's a djinn and an ogre, one of those little mini ogres that are causing the problems here now. This guy here doesn't want to path around the wall there. All right. Let's see a shiny one. That's a big nope across the board on those. That build is definitely a little scuffed, the way stuff is taking damage here, but seems to be winning, though. I wonder if I did my reflect beams a little different. I'm not sure. I got that leftover DU too. I can just use here. Make a bigger reflect beam box maybe. Oh, come on now. Something like that. Maybe I can keep my golem a little more inside now. I think he's still going to be outside a bit. And he's still got an arm dangling out there, but... Not really sure how much of this we actually need to get in, but... I feel like it's never a bad idea to at least have your buff beam upgraded. See if we can't keep my Guardian boosters alive this time. Where Ultimate Plus Plus dice? Oh, they're in there somewhere. My best one right now is Supreme. Sadly. Yeah, right. I'd like if she could get inside that reflect beam. Maybe I just spend on better reflects. Let's see where that is shooting. I think that's good enough. man. These ogres are pushing in. I think I'm better off just boosting than I'm worrying about the upgrades. I mean, she's going to get upgrades in anyway, just from the mobs that come down this lane. Yep, there goes my Guardian booster. You know what? I bet it's a Copter Ogre shooting down at them because I've got them up in the air like that. I'm not sure where that damage is coming from, though. I got 2 more DU to spend, though. I think I put in bigger reflex, maybe. Keep her shooting. Grab a little bit over here to get the tower boost started. Yep. And then I got my booster that got killed. All right. Come on, Alti plus plus dice. Be there, damn it. Or just an upgrade. I don't need to be greedy. I don't need ultimate plus plus. Just anything that's going to be a usable upgrade over what I'm using now. Like I said, the one I have now is 500 across the board. It's a supreme dice. This is ruthless, yeah. I could probably get this run down really quick if I could get a faster build going. I think people are doing owls on this map too. I've never been able to get it to work. But it seems like it would be a good owl map. All right. See what we got. See, that one's the equivalent of what I'm using now. Actually, it would go a little bit higher. Let me see. Yeah, that one would go to 600. So that would be an upgrade over what I'm currently using. This will save that one. We'll trash that one. This is my current one now. So it'd be slightly less on the defense health, but higher on everything else. I'll just trash all them. I'll keep that one. What up, Mr. Lawrenthal? How you doing today? I should look on the planner and see what kind of builds are posted up there. I'm sure there's better builds than this posted there. Just got home from work. That's the best time of the day. Alright, so we had 2 extra DU, so I can put down kind of silly reflex here. Thanks for following there, Shazoo. I do appreciate it. Let's come way out here and just go 2 DU there. Big old cagey, a little cagey on the old reflect beam setup there, but hopefully this will get it. Alright, looks like he is mostly inside there now. His hand is coming out a little bit on both sides, but still got 1 DU left over. I don't know how else I would want to do it, though, to be honest. The dice are a mana generator pet there, Sith Bill. So it's a pet that can roll. Like if you get a god roll version of it, it's one of the best builder pets in the game. As far as just stat stick value, but then it generates mana as well. So, like, you would use it on like an adept or an apprentice um, that you need to build during the wave, and then you still have, ideally, you still have decent stats going on it. So your stats aren't suffering from the builder perspective, and you still have a mana generation pet. Of course, you can use anything. You can use a genie, whatever. That's just, I was a crap stealer for 20 years. Dice are a big part of my life. So I just absolutely love the dice pet just thematically. Get both of those in there. And we can put her out here. Just gotta make sure that she should not hit in that post. Which I think that's good. What up, Mixitron? How you doing? Well, it looks like the better... I don't want to jinx it, but it looks like the better Reflect Beam cage got the job done. Not taking all the incidental damage anymore. Health-wise, you're doing a little bit better, but having terrible work stuff, that sucks, man. I'm in the same boat, health-wise. I'm feeling a little better, but I'm just not good. I got 2 doctor or dentist appointments next week, back-to-back days, where I still haven't gotten my teeth fixed from having my teeth knocked out on last December. And I'm still working on that. And then on May 11th, I've got a little exploratory kidney surgery, as my kidney situation is not improved, sadly. Yeah, it can always be quite frustrating. Then it's so rare that people take it seriously when they're getting trained for something. It just makes it even more frustrating on the trainer, you know? Yeah, ogres are pretty thick on this one. They are some meaty boys, that is for sure. What's going on there, Hakai? How you doing? Oof. That's rough there, Mexitron. Yeah, I gotta come up with a way to kill these ogres. No. Well, the problem with the kidney thing is it's all a waiting game. It's like 2 or 3 months in between appointments. It's not like you go to the doctor says, okay, we need to do this, and they get you in next week. It's like I went to the doctor in the beginning of February, and they said, hey, we got to schedule this exploratory kidney thing. And then they schedule it, and it's not until May. So it's, a 3 month wait. All right. See what we got. Well, junk. $400 upgrades on that bad boy, too. I mean, I think it will be good. It'll be good. It'll go okay. Well, the thing on the 11th is just, it's an outpatient thing. They stick a camera through the artery in your leg, and they follow the artery up through and around to your kidneys, and then they inspect the whatever they're inspecting. So that will be fine, but I'm assuming I'm probably going to have another kidney surgery, which that part of it sucks. And depending on basically what happened is when I was a teenager, my right kidney got damaged. And then over the years, it had a bunch of scar tissue build up on it, and that kidney stopped functioning as it should. Stupid amount of DU on these reflects, but god dang it. God dang it, man. I hate it when I do that. Derp the stacking and then have to sell everything. I already grabbed that one. God, it takes me twice as long to build this damn thing as it does for the map to run. You started Dungeon Defenders over on PC? Nice. It's been really fun. I mean, I've been having an absolute blast. I've had many nights where I just refuse to log off and go to bed. All right, let's see where that is shooting. Looks good. So I might be a little bit too far over, but it'll be all right. Thanks, Sarah Hakai. Next time I log in to 7 Days to Die Twitch integration, it'll drop that box. I actually have been really craving some more 7 Days to Die lately. It's such a fun game. I wish they would add more defenses to it and give it a little bit more of a tower defense element. But besides that, just such a wonderful game. Well, they just had, there should be updates coming, but they just had a bit of an ownership change. 7 Days to Die did. A lot of people not necessarily overjoyed about that. I mean, in like to be optimistic, which I like to be, I don't want to just instantly flame just because of something like that. I like to try to be optimistic and give them the chance to fuck it all up. Pardon my language. So I'm hoping that that means the bandits update and the story mode and all that stuff will be in. I mean, that game has got a lot of unfinished business that was stuff that they planned and just never launched. The campaign, the bandits, I mean, just those alone are such a huge thing. And they just never got to it. I think that's one of the problems 7 Days to Die has had over the last decade plus is the powers that be can't make up their frickin' mind on what they want the game to be. So they keep changing it and reinventing different aspects of the game over and over and over again, which takes all this dev time and all this money and everything else. And it doesn't really change the game. Like, it changes a few systems in the game, but not the game itself. Like bandits, when they add in bandits, that's going to change the game. In the story mode, the story mode will be an entirely new game mode to play. All right, we took a shot that time. I'm not really sure where from. I'm assuming it's either a rocket. Pal World is pretty good. It becomes ridiculously addicting when it comes to breeding. I ended up spending a lot of time breeding different animals and getting like best in slot stuff across the board. All right. One more batch of dice here. Yeah, it's crazy addicting. I spent more time messing around with the breeding than I did probably anything else in the game. We got another Alti Plus. And once again, that one is just not as good as what I've already got. Another Nope. Terraria, that's a game that I am way overdue to jump back in and play. It's been a long time since I did a Terraria playthrough, and they've had a couple of updates. Another game that I'm really excited for that's got an update coming is Stardew Valley. They've got a 1.7 update in the works. there was a Terraria crossover with Power World. I read something about that. I haven't played it, though. I haven't played it since early access launch. Oh, is 1.0 going to be next month? Yeah, I would definitely wait for 1.0. I've got a bunch of stuff to play right now. Torchlight Infinite's next season starts tomorrow. I'm still not even done with Hero Siege or Last Epoch seasons. Diablo 3 I'm going to go through just for completing. Because there is a new pet. But I'm like one day... Pardon me. I'm like one day's grind away from finishing the season journey and getting the new pet stuff. Did I grab that box already? I must have. Viable Manatee with the raid. Thank you so much. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Just going through my delusional fantasy world of attempting to farm dice pets. After a bazillion runs between my main and alt account, I have yet to really get a good one. I've gotten several Ultimate Plus Pluses, but none of them good. Alright, Mexitron, we'll enjoy. They're all a little sketchy. All of those Ruthless runs have been a little bit scuffed. But it's been fun. Going good, Manatee. How about you? Get a little, get a little shout out from Manatee. Appreciate the raid there. Make sure you guys, show him a little love. All right. I got him shooting a little too far over to the right there, but whatever. It'll probably be fine. Viable helped you out all day? I'm going to be looking for some groups soon. I got to get CR4 done. To get Eternal Defender completed on this account. I haven't been able to do it solo. The map changes every Monday night, Death. So yeah, it changed to King's Game last night. Still need Ultimate Defender? That's the grind. Once you get Ultimate Defender, the other ones come much, much easier. There's just such a long, long list of things to do to get Ultimate. That's in Dungeon Defenders Awakened. Death, this is DD1. Different game. Yeah, the achievements after Ultimate are just all getting through the levels. Some of them are quite challenging. Like I said, I've been struggling with CR4. I'm probably going to try to put a group together at some point here in the next few days and get it knocked out. And then I think that's it. I'll have to look through. I might have one or two that I have to knock out here and there, and then I've got all of the Ruthless campaign maps done now for Ruthless Defender after. I just need to do the challenge maps, and some of those are going to be rough too. No towers allowed on Ruthless, and then Zippy Terror on Ruthless. I'm not looking forward to either of those. They're going to be brutal. I don't know where I'm taking this shot from. I haven't been able to see it go off. It's happened to almost every run so far, though. Yeah, the mill in DDA. That's a tough one. Like in my opinion, it's better to do that map on pure strategy than any other game mode. Because of the Warden pet, the action figure pet that you get. Yeah, Dune Eater's rough. Well, I mean, do it on Lycan King. You know, remember those boss difficulties are tiered. You're supposed to do it on Ancient Dragon and get gear on Ancient Dragon to unlock Lycan King difficulty, then get gear on Lycan King difficulty to unlock Dune Eater difficulty. Is kind of the natural progression. So I mean, the struggle that people have in DDA is they try to skip. You know, which I mean you can do to an extent, but you got to really know the enemies, mobs, and bosses inside and out. Well, you got to do the maps, just like how you unlock Dune Eater difficulty is how you unlock everything else. Well, I mean, they only apply to maps under them. So, like, Throne Room is only going to apply to Act 1 or Act 2 maps as far as Goblin Mech difficulty. You do the Summit, that applies to Act 1, 2, or 3. You do Lycan King, that applies to Act 1, 2, 3, or 4. The difficulty is already higher in Act 5 than Lycan King. Right. Be there, be there. Got an Ultimate 93. That one is going to be better. That's my old one. Nope. Back to the drawing board. Well, yeah, I can figure is a copter ogre getting a rocket off, shooting down, or this guy's arms sticking through. Maybe like a ogre snot ball or something is exploding on his arm and doing AoE damage to everything. What happened? What the heck? Split screens are acting weird. My F4 is not working. I wonder what's going on there. Nothing is working, huh? Well, that is weird. I can't F4 and get another character in. Well, let me do this run, then I'll restart. Manatee with the sub. Thank you so much. I forgot to get mana. Oh, yeah, could you try F6? And what the hell, now I got mana? Did I already have mana? Let me see. Yep, F6 worked. I can't F4 over to that character, though. Let me try getting rid of all of them and re-adding them. God dang it. Yeah, I've never seen that before either. Let's see, here's F3. Oh, and now it worked. There's F4. Alright. I don't know, just something went wonky with it there for a moment. And then there's F5. Strange. It may have been something like a key stuck or something on my keyboard. Or maybe I bumped my controller or my little Razer Tartarus or something. Something went weird though. Good enough. We're pushing in just a little bit. I just never know where to shoot with the bouncy balls on this one. What up, Corporal? How you doing? Got some tasty pizza in hand. Well, that is always a good thing. We're getting close to due for some pizza. I didn't count the runs today. I think this is the 5th run. How's that ring grind coming along there, Lucalia? You're on the fish now? Nice. Well, only a few more and you go to you'll get to the next grind. Uh-oh. Homie coming in. He getting smacked now, though. All right. All Garbo. The RNG. The RNG is harsh on this one. Thank God it's only 2 waves you gotta do. Perfect. What game has the most grinding? DD1 offers way, way, way more gameplay than DDA. DDA, like after, like, say, 100 hours or whatever, all you're doing is you're collecting more stat that you don't need. Like, for example, to clear all of DDA's content, you could do it pretty comfortably with like 15,000 main stat. However, you can get up to like 25,000 main stat. Or some ridiculous number. I'm not even sure what max stats would be now. So you're grinding just to grind. Where DD1, 100 hours into DD1, you're just getting started. It's not even really close in comparison as far as the amount of gameplay value that the game has as far as hours go. It's the thing that made most people leave DDA. Was you get to a point where you're just easy mode clearing everything. And then you're just grinding for a bigger number that you don't need. You know, if there was value to getting the bigger number, but you're just, I mean, I like grinding the bigger number. So for me, it was perfect. You know, so I got lots of hours out of DDA. But a lot of people don't like just grinding bigger number just to have bigger number when it's not required for any of the content. And then lately, with the updates, I mean, I'm glad the updates that have come over the last year have come. But a lot of those updates have really turned the game into no longer a game that you play and a game that you kind of let run. You know, it kind of turned it into an idle game almost. Where just the most effective strategy for gearing everything up is to just let it run overnight while you're sleeping. And, you know, then it's no longer a game. It's just excessive load that you're putting on your computer. You definitely want the, at a minimum, you want the Ultimate Edition, Joe. It goes on sale on Steam all the time. Every major Steam sale. And then, like, the Warden and the Hermit are both extremely powerful DLC classes. But at a minimum, you would want the Ultimate Edition of the game. And that's going to get you 99% of the game's content, and you'll be missing a few maps and a few heroes. But you'll be able to go through, you know, the majority of the game without buying any DLC. But yeah, pretty much every major Steam sale, they're on sale for at least 75% off. Oh, fail jump. All right. What you got for me, game? There's another Ultimate 93. Super low roll, though. Big nope so far. I need to get some more heroes leveled up, too. I need to get DPS heroes set up. Right now, I got a halfway put together squire, and I've got my hero damage monk, and that's all I've got. go, little genie. I'd love to be able to get owls going on this one. But like I was mentioning earlier, I've tried several different builds and my owls just aren't strong enough or whatever. Uzar with the sub. What's up, Uzar? How you doing? You back on the road again this weekend, or you got the weekend? You got the weekend off from hauling the kids around. We get a ultimate plus weapon, but of course we did. All right, is this going to be the one? Thanks for following there, Tabby. Appreciate it. Another Ultimate 93. Kind of a junker. Tabby with the sub as well. I do appreciate you. Oof. And at some point today, I at least got to get some dice to be excited and then get disappointed over. Well, my next appointment isn't until May 11th. It's the whole hurry up and wait situation. I guess it can't be that bad. You'd think the doctor wouldn't make me wait months in between appointments. Next week, Tuesday and Wednesday, back to back, I got dentist appointments, which will get me a little bit closer to getting my teeth situation squared away. Still won't be all the way set there, but the dentists, man, are just such criminals around here. Like, you can't do one thing until you have a tooth cleaning, then you go in for a tooth cleaning and they say that they got to break their tooth cleaning up into 4 different appointments. And then after I get those 4 appointments done, then I gotta go get cavities dealt with. And then after that, I can finally get the teeth, the smashed out teeth replaced. Just a huge pain in the ass, and that will be 2 trips by itself. Because I'll go in for one, and they'll do the molding for the implants or whatever, and then I'll go in for another one to actually get the teeth put in. So it's just all a big insurance scam, it seems like to me. How to milk as many dollars out of an insurance company as you can. And sadly, all of the dental co-payment stuff doesn't go towards my maximum annual payout for the medical stuff. It's all separate. Dungeon Defenders has actually been doing really, really good, Brooder. It's overwhelmingly the most played Dungeon Defenders game right now. Yeah, I gotta tweak it still. I don't really like it. I want to make it so it's just the chat and not the little box. One thing that has always kind of annoyed me about live streaming, and like I personally don't watch live streamers that have too much garbage on their screen. Like, I want to see the person play the game. I don't want to see all the bullshit, you know? So, I've always been a person who has not wanted to cover my screen with bullshit. So, I will definitely want to get that tweaked and make it a little less invasive on the screen, but getting there. Now we'll just see if the statements the Twitch CEO made came true, because I know I'm on the watch list for multi-streaming and using combined chat. But according to their CEO, they're no longer going to be issuing bans for people that use combined chat on screen. So we'll see if that comes true or not, or if he was just talking out of his ass. We will find out. It's so hard not to want to dump mana on that adept and let the auto upgrade aura go ham, but I just feel like the tower boost is giving me so much more benefit. Well, I mean, you need the Ultimate Edition for the maps. The heroes are definitely optional. However, like I said, the Warden and the Hermit are definitely highly suggested. But I mean, you know, people have cleared all that content prior to the Warden and the Hermit being a thing. Gaming times getting cut down as summer comes on. You have softball Monday and Wednesday, and then soccer Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. Wow. Well, having Friday and Saturday free is nice. That's more than what you have had lately. No more travel. Well, that's good. Yeah, that's a good thing for sure. Save you from having to drive all over the country. They to the point where they're thinking about where they want to go to school yet there, Uzar? Uh-oh, booster down, booster down. They had that figured out 4 years ago. Where are they going to go to school? They wanting to go somewhere closer? Are they going to come down south here and get I'd imagine both of them would probably have a pretty easy time getting athletic scholarships in U.S. Well, probably anywhere, but only one more mob. Die already. It's that stuck ogre. I haven't seen him in a few runs. Man, just cannot get a break on these dice. One is going to stay in town. Vet school, huh? Nice. What the hell am I doing? Not time for you yet. What up, Chico? How you doing, man? They already have extra credits and taking first year courses. Nice. You had a 30-second ad right after you sent your emote. Oof. Well, hello there, Chico. Damn right, Uzar. Thanks for following there, Mr. Triple. Appreciate it. It's a never-ending grind, man. I can't even tell you the absurd number of times that I've run this map on my main account. I've gotten tons of Ultimate Plus Plus dice. Never any of them that were good. They were always, all of them were always junk. One of these days. One of these days. Good enough. That's the dream. There is our Augie's been teasing it a lot that there's been one, but I haven't heard any solid information about it yet. If I could have anything from a Dungeon Defenders game 3D printed, what would it be? Oh man. I mean, for me personally, I guess it'd have to be the Juicy Fruit Pet. But I mean, there's such a long list of things. You know, a Dark Elf Warrior would be a super cool little painted, you know, would have to bust out the old Warhammer 40k paints. But a Dark Elf Warrior would be awesome. A Djinn would be awesome. Ogre again. No, it's a different ogre. Come on, game. Make this time the one. The wisps are hitting that one now down there. Another Ultimate 93. Trashy roll. It's a good idea. I'm breaking the rules. There is our. I'm hydrating with a good old Coca-Cola today. Been a long time since I had one of these. Pretty damn tasty. With the kidney issues, I'm not supposed to be drinking anything carbonated. But I figured every once in a while. Oh, I've got to sneak them. See, the benefit you have when you have the mother-in-law is there's a mother-in-law factor. And the mother-in-law living here with us means that she can overwrite what the wife says. Which means if the mother-in-law wants pizza, we are having pizza. If the mother-in-law wants to get some Cokes, she's going to get some Cokes. And that's just all there is to it. So you get a downside and an upside to the mother-in-law factor, you know? Oh, there's been very little communication from them when they got back home. We toughed it out. We made it through the whole 2 weeks. But God, man, that was extremely irritating 2 weeks. But yeah, they haven't said much of anything. In fact, to a point where it actually has irritated my mother-in-law a little bit. Shit. The clouds look really creepy. They do kind of look a little creepy. I mean, they're creepy in a good way, though, Lucaya. They're good creepy, not bad creepy. There's a good creepy. Oh yeah. Like, Freddy Krueger would be good creepy, Or at least getting the aim down. I'm not hitting this post every time, you know. Oh no, I dumped the mana on the summoners. Oof. The clouds aren't allowed to be in the same postal code as elementary school creepy. That's fair, that's fair. At least I got an upgrade. Even though, you know, I'm not finding any remarkable pieces, I did get dice that are better than the other dice I had. So that's a plus at least. Let's see. Let's get this summoner back in place. Gonna get wrecked right there too, I bet. Oh, yep, dead again. I'm not sure what it is that's killing that. Part of it is I got no survivability on them. Like, I didn't upgrade their armor or anything yet. My boosters. I should probably do that at some point. They've got armor with the correct stats on them, but I didn't upgrade them, so now I don't have any of the resistances. That would probably go a long, long way. Uh-oh. I got my tower boost back just in time. That ogre was ready to tear shit up. And I got a Ultimate Plus. Just super low rolled. That's what I was thinking earlier. That's why I made the reflect beams bigger to give it a little bit more protection. But the Golem's arms are still sticking out. Nothing but junk. It could only be one of three things. Either the Golem's arms sticking out, a Copter Ogre rocket coming down on top of the reflect beams, or something shooting from down below, like an ogre throwing a snot ball from down here up through that little gap in the reflect beams that I have. It would have to be one of those three things. I think most likely is the Golem's arms poking through. I've got 2 more DU. I could just make better reflect beams, but it hasn't been enough for me to lose, so I haven't really cared too much about it. I'm 1 map away from Eternal Defender. I mean, eventually I'll get Chromatic Defender. But yeah, all I gotta do is CR4, and I got Eternal Defender. I just haven't gotten around to doing it yet. He's just a big boy. Even like there, he's still, his arms are poking through on both sides. He is a thick boy. Yoink up a little bit more here. This makes 10. So that's 80 loots. Just on stream, 80 loots. I did a couple this morning, and I did a few last night. So I'm probably up to about 100 loots since the map of the week started. And just nothing but garbo. I'm glad I don't have to use minions and stuff anymore. It just, it adds, what, 1 to 2 minutes probably on every rotation. I was having to use minions to do this one on Ruthless, but I finally kind of got over the hump a little. Oh, shit, no mana. Definitely going to be grinding this map out this week, though. Man. So that's the best one I found in 80 loots. And it's a slight upgrade over what I was using. This is the one I was using. I mean, I'd like to have one with builder stats, but still have hero health on it. Since for a, it'll be on a adept with no resistances. But yeah, 80 loots, and that's all we got out of 80. Big oof there. So anyway, y'all, that is going to get it for me for today. I will be live twice tomorrow. I'll probably be grinding this map out a little bit more. I'll try to get a different build set up by tomorrow. And then tomorrow night, Torchlight Infinite's new season launches, so I'll be playing that tomorrow night. So anyway, that is going to get it for me for today. Let's take a look and see if anybody is live streaming on Twitch. But yeah, that's the best one. The best one so far. Oof. Let's take a peek though and see if looks like I'm the only one streaming. So can't send out any raids. That's unfortunate. But anyway, y'all, thanks an absolute ton for hanging out. Hopefully everybody's having a good week. And I will be back, like I said, I'll be back tomorrow. We'll do a daytime and then a nighttime stream tomorrow. And then hopefully I'll be back on a normal schedule for this weekend. But anyway, thanks a ton for hanging out. Have a wonderful rest of y'all's day. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take it easy, y'all.